Welcome, seekers of the unseen truth. Step into the shadows where ancient mysteries quietly breathe. You are typing late at night alone. Suddenly, a dark blur flashes right at the edge of your vision. Your heart stops. You quickly turn your head to look, but there is absolutely nothing waiting there. Science claims it is just retinal fatigue, a simple illusion of a tired human optical nerve. But the ancient Bible has a specific name for these entities hiding just beyond physical space. You stare at the empty corner of your room, feeling a cold shiver running down your rigid spine. The glowing screen casts pale light on your skin, but the oppressive darkness feels heavily alive. Why does that fleeting shadow only appear when you are not looking directly at that specific spot? Medical experts call it pareidolia, a trick played by your exhausted optical nerves at night. But deep down, your primal instincts scream a warning that you are entirely exposed right now. Your peripheral vision is picking up something that your conscious human mind refuses to accept. Let us travel back to the 6th century before Christ, to the majestic Neo-Babylonian Empire. The mighty King Nebuchadnezzar ruled the known world, yet he was terrified by a haunting dream. He saw a colossal tree reaching to the heavens, stripped bare by a terrifying holy decree. Prophet Daniel stood before the golden throne, unraveling the mystery of the cosmic watchers. In the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 13, the prophet documented a chilling vision. I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher, an holy one, came down. Who are these watchers described in ancient texts, towering over the empires of mortal men? Ancient scrolls of Enoch reveal they are a class of celestial beings tasked with observing us. They are not glorious winged warriors of light, but silent sentinels recording every single act. Some remained loyal to the divine creator, while others fell into the abyss of human desires. Fallen watchers roam the earth in silent shadows, bound by ancient laws to never intervene directly. They merely stand in the dark corners of our world, watching our sins unfold with cold detachment. They document the rise and fall of great nations and the hidden transgressions of ordinary souls. The heavenly court uses this massive ledger to pass divine judgments upon unaware humanity. Even the great Babylonian king was driven mad, living like a wild beast under their silent gaze. His arrogance was punished by the decree of the watchers, proving no mortal can escape their sight. So why do we only catch glimpses of these towering entities out of the corners of our eyes? The answer lies in the terrifying intersection of human biology and spiritual dimensions. Your human eyes are perfectly designed to process the three-dimensional world straight ahead of you. The cone cells in the center of your retina demand strict adherence to physical laws of light. However, your peripheral vision relies on rod cells, which are hypersensitive to subtle movement. The edges of your vision are biological blind spots where physical reality begins to bend. It is exactly in this stretched peripheral space that the veil between dimensions becomes very thin. When your eyes are tired, the rigid rules of three-dimensional physics begin to temporarily fail. In that brief moment, your peripheral vision accidentally pierces through the dimensional rift. You are not hallucinating. You are briefly perceiving the spiritual frequency of the ancient watchers. The dark mass you see is their true energetic form, completely devoid of any human features. They absorb the ambient light in your room, creating a localized void of terrifying coldness. But the moment you panic and turn your head to look directly at them, the illusion is shattered. Your brain immediately forces the environment back into the strict rules of the physical world. The dimensional rift snaps shut instantly, and the towering celestial entity vanishes from sight. You are left alone with a pounding heart, trying to convince yourself it was just your imagination. But the Watcher is still standing exactly where it was, continuing its silent observation of you. The Book of Enoch warns that these entities are intimately aware of your deepest, darkest secrets. They know the websites you visit late at night and the silent curses you whisper under your breath. Every hidden resentment and unconfessed sin is meticulously recorded in their cosmic ledger. Modern technology has only amplified our paranoia, but the spiritual surveillance is ancient. Before cameras and digital algorithms existed, the Watchers were already tracking human behavior. We built walls and locked doors to feel secure, but physical barriers mean nothing to these beings. They slip through the unseen cracks of reality, manifesting as shadows in our most private spaces. Sometimes, they intentionally let you see them, a subtle reminder that you are never truly alone. It is a psychological test to see if the weight of divine observation will change your actions. Have you noticed how your behavior shifts immediately after you spot that dark blur in the corner? You suddenly become hyper-aware of your surroundings, immediately feeling a strange sense of guilt. This is the ancient mechanism of spiritual conviction, triggered by the presence of a Watcher. In the days of Babylon, Daniel understood that heaven rules over the kingdoms of mortal men. Today, we have forgotten that cosmic hierarchy, blinding ourselves with scientific explanations. We label our spiritual encounters as mere fatigue, actively dismissing the divine architecture. But dismissing the Watchers does not make them leave. It only makes us ignorant of our spiritual state. The shadow person standing by your closet is not a demon trying to possess your physical body. It is a cosmic auditor, quietly fulfilling the ancient mandate given before the Great Flood. It does not judge you. Directly, it simply gathers the evidence that will be used in the heavenly court. The next time you are working alone in the dark, and you feel that sudden, oppressive, heavy weight. The next time you see that shifting black mass sliding across the peripheral edge of your vision, do not quickly turn your head to make it disappear. Do not try to rationalize away your true fear. Sit perfectly still, acknowledge its silent presence, and deeply reflect on what it might be recording. Your life is a grand performance, and the audience is hiding just beyond the dimensional veil. The spiritual realm is heavily woven into the mundane fabric of our daily physical existence. The ancient Watchers have been here since the dawn of time, and they will remain until the very end. You are not losing your mind. You are simply waking up to the frightening reality of the unseen. The veil separating our physical world from the spiritual dimension is constantly tearing apart. Those silent observers are meticulously documenting every single thought in the deep darkness. You can never escape their gaze, for they are stationed at the very edges of human perception. Embrace the unsettling truth that your entire existence is being constantly monitored from above. Let this realization guide your hidden actions, for the cosmic ledger is always being updated. The ancient mystery of the Watchers serves as a chilling reminder of our true place in the cosmos. We are merely fragile creatures living under the eternal scrutiny of beings we cannot comprehend. So keep your eyes wide open, but pay close attention to the shadows dancing at the very edges. Because the most profound truths are rarely found directly in the center of our physical focus. They are hidden in the dark, waiting patiently for you to finally notice their silent presence. The next shadow you see might just be a divine echo, reverberating from the ancient world. Will you heed the warning, or will you continue to blindly trust your limited physical eyes? The choice is yours, but remember that the Watchers are always paying attention to what you decide. The Book of Daniel is not just an ancient story, it is a live broadcast of our spiritual reality. As the night deepens, the dimensional rifts widen, and the celestial observers draw much closer. Rest well tonight, knowing that the ancient sentinels are standing quietly in the corner of your room. Are these shadows merely glitches of the brain, or are we truly monitored by ancient Watchers? Share your own paranormal experiences in the comments below. Have you ever seen them? Please do not forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel for more truth.